Hi everyone, my name is Donna Edwards and I'm really excited to be talking to you today. I have been working for AWS for 2.5 years now, and I'm currently in the training and certification team. And I'm also on the She Builds committee running the CloudUp programs. Coming from a HR and leadership background of 20 years, I am passionate about helping people with their career development and progression in both technical and non-technical roles. I'm also passionate about creating a more diverse workforce in the tech industry, and specifically helping women build their confidence in tech and realize what an awesome and exciting place it is to be. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick run through of the She Builds CloudUp Solution Architect Associate Program for women, what's involved and what to expect. We designed the CloudUp program for people who wanted to learn in a flexible way to suit their own situation and availability, and also learn as part of a fun, supportive community. The program is made up of fortnightly mentoring Q&A sessions, self-paced digital training modules, and a Slack channel for general Q&A and support throughout the program. There are 2 courses within the CloudUp programs. One is the Cloud Practitioner, which is open to anyone without any tech or AWS experience. It runs for 8 weeks and is a great first step to pivoting your role more into a digital or specifically looking to gain AWS skills. The second program, which is why we're here today, is the Solution Architect Associate Program. And about 30% of our participants that do Cloud Practitioner move on to do the Solution Architect Program. This program is suited to people who already have some sort of technical background or have already done the Cloud Practitioner and want to go deeper in their studies. We launched the She Builds CloudUp versions in November 2020 to create a safe space for women to learn together while building confidence, supporting each other and growing their networks, which we know is something that's very important for career development and many of us can improve on. Since that program kicked off, we have run 8 more programs in 2021 with thousands of women getting certified and giving fantastic feedback about the program. We're able to run these programs for free with the support of AWS, with mentorship and running the programs, and our exam voucher sponsor, Accenture. So big shout out to AWS and Accenture for their support with these programs. I wanted to just share a little snapshot of some words from the participants that have been through the CloudUp programs and why they enjoyed the program. You'll see there's some common themes around the AWS mentors, having the support of studying with a community, and having the flexibility to study when it suits them. I especially love getting to see all the LinkedIn posts and stories shared as the graduation events happen and as people sit their exams. We also run the Women in Tech panel and career panels as part of the program as well. And the community shares job opportunities and community events with each other. We have a very busy but inspiring Slack channel community of over 5,000 women from all across the world. So this is a snapshot of our schedule. So our Solution Architect schedule is a bit different to Cloud Practitioner. Cloud Practitioner is very structured over an 8-week period, whereas Solution Architect goes into a lot more depth. So there's a lot more variety in how long people would like to study before they're confident to sit their exam. I would say maybe 20% of people are ready to sit their exam within 8 to 12 weeks of studying, but it really depends how much time you've got to put into it. I know many people that have taken between 6 and 12 months to do the Solution Architect Associate. It also depends on your background. If you already have a technical background, it's going to be a lot easier for you and it's going to take you less time. Myself personally, I did mine just over 12 months ago. I don't have a technical background, or certainly not a deep technical background. So it did take me around about 4 months to complete mine, but everyone's different. So we've created this schedule so that hopefully it works for everybody. So we have a kickoff event each month. So basically people can come and join the program on a monthly basis. So if you miss out this month, doesn't matter because you can join next month. So we're constantly taking new enrollments each month. We then have fortnightly mentor Q&A sessions. So each fortnight, and this is the third line here that we're looking at, each fortnight, there'll be a 30 to 45-minute session on the second Wednesday or the fourth Thursday of the month, where you can join and ask your questions to our AWS experts. And if you don't have questions, they might give a bit of an overview of the particular services that you're going to need to understand and learn. We also have a workshop every second or third month, and this is an ability for you to get into some labs, get your hands dirty, start practicing, because it's definitely a lot easier to understand the theoretical concepts and to do the exam by getting hands-on in the console and actually practicing what you're learning about. Most of this program revolves around the online modules and resources. So we have some fantastic architecting on Twitch modules that we use for this program, and I'll show you a breakdown on the next slide. But there are other third-party platforms as well that have these modules if you prefer to use them. So you can work through however long you need to for these modules. So we've really split this program into getting started, your ongoing studies, which is your workshops, your mentor sessions, and then your exam preparation. They're the three key components. So for getting started, the last thing on here is that you might want to do some more foundational studies if you haven't done Cloud Practitioner. So maybe you've got a technical background, but you've never done any AWS at all. Maybe you want to start by jumping on one of the AWS foundational courses just to get the hang of the terminology and the services. But anyway, once you've worked through those modules and you've done some workshops and you've done your Q&As, it's time for exam preparation. And this is different for everyone. We have exam readiness modules that we recommend that you do. We also have some live exam readiness sessions that our trainers run. And some of our Q&A sessions will also be dedicated to exam preparation. So we'll do practice questions and really help you get an idea of what to expect in the exam. We also recommend lots of practice exams. I think I did about 10 practice exams before I sat mine. So everyone's different, but for me, I wanted to do the training, do the practice exams, and then get an idea of what my gaps were. So based on the practice exam results, I knew, okay, I need to go away and do some more reading on this particular service and this particular service. So the practice exams are really fantastic for that. But like I said, everyone's different. And then a couple of times a year, we'll be doing some certification celebration events. And this is where you can come along, celebrate your success, maybe pick up some swag and have a bit of fun. So that's a bit of a look at the module and at the program overview. And like I said, this is really tailored to suit your time frame. If you want to take 6 months, take 6 months. If you want to take 8 weeks, take 8 weeks. We're here to support you along the way. So this is just a bit of a step-by-step guide with all of the links to all of the resources that we provide. And we package this up with the schedule and provide this to you so that you've got a really nice step-by-step process for how to do your study. And some FAQs. So there's generally the same questions that people will ask. So I like to just run through these to preempt. So how long does the program run for? I've pretty much covered that. The program is an annual program. So it will go annually for the year in terms of the availability of exam vouchers and program resources, but you may only take 8 weeks or you may want to take the whole year. So it's very much flexible. The prerequisite knowledge to join is you either need to have some sort of technical background. So either you did computer science at uni, or you've been working in the technical field as a developer or a network engineer or security or data analyst. You may not have any AWS experience, but that's fine. So that's one group of people that come from technical studies or technical background. And then the other group of people are people who have done Cloud Practitioner already. So if you've done Cloud Practitioner, you've got that decent understanding of AWS and you're really interested and passionate about it and you want to go deeper and you want to learn more about the architecture services, then you can roll onto this program. So they're the kind of prerequisites. If you come into this program with no experience at all, it will definitely be very, very overwhelming for you if you don't have any technical or you don't have Cloud Practitioner. You don't need to attend every event. We have designed this program so it's completely flexible. I know people who have just done the online modules and have done the exam preparation, and they've gone and sat the exam and passed. So all of these extra events are really just to support you on your learning journey. They're not mandatory at all. And the sessions will be recorded. So our Q&A sessions and our workshops will be recorded. However, the workshop labs are only available during the actual workshop event, but there are other labs that you can work through at your own pace. We have people joining us from all over the world, so we do make sure that all of our events are virtual and remote. As I mentioned, the program runs on an annual basis, so the digital modules and materials are definitely available at any stage. They don't expire as such. You may have noticed on the schedule that each of the events have a Australian Eastern Standard Time and they have a Pacific Standard Time, which is the US. So we put both of those two time zones for each event to try and make it easy. But if you don't live in one of those two places, then you will need to just use a time zone calculator to work out where your time zone fits in relation to the US Pacific Time or Australian Eastern Standard Time. Where possible, when we do the reminders on the Slack channel, we will also cut and paste a bit of a time zone chart converter, because time zone maths does hurt all of our heads. In terms of communication and collaboration platforms, we use Chime, Amazon Chime, for most of our Q&A events and our workshops. And then we use Slack for everything else. So Slack is really all of our day-to-day communication, and that follows on to the next question. So we pin any of our recordings, any of our program schedules or important information that you'll need. We pin them and we bookmark them to the top of the channel. So under the channel name, you can see pinned and bookmarked items. That's where you'll find all of the important information. So really important. If you have questions, I guarantee you someone else will have the same question. So post it on the general Slack channel, the program Slack channel. And if it's a private question, then of course you can direct message myself or the team at any point in time. Excuse me. You don't have to sit the exam at the end of the program. It is completely optional. However, if you are going to put in all this work and effort to do the study, then why not get a certification? There's certainly having a certification on your LinkedIn profile or on your CV is going to be beneficial for your career. So I would recommend do your best to get to a point where you're confident to sit the exam. The exams are funded, which I think leads into the next question as well. Oh, the booking instructions will be sent when we issue your exam voucher. And as mentioned, the exam vouchers are funded by Accenture, and there isn't any other cost for this program. So it is a free program. In order to get your exam voucher, you do need to show a screenshot of a practice exam. So you need to get a minimum of 70% on your practice exam. We do recommend, though, keep studying until you get to at least 80% before you sit the actual exam. But yeah, once you've got a 70%, you can email us and we'll send you the exam voucher. How much time to invest is an important question. But like I said, because this program is so flexible, you can really tailor it to suit you. So I would say on average, most people spend 2 to 4 hours a week, because you want to keep a consistent study pace so that you don't forget, by the time you finish your studies, you don't forget what was at the beginning. The more you do, the less you do at the beginning, the more exam preparation required. So, you could do all the modules and you could get them all done within 2 weeks, but then it might take you 4 more weeks to do the study and preparation. So it's kind of a balance, but at the end of the day, you can tailor this to suit you. We're all in the same boat. Everybody is here to support you, and we're all studying together as a community. So make sure that if you need extra motivation, if you need support, you reach out on the Slack channel. It's really important. There is no such thing as failure in this program. Being part of this program and joining this program is success. Learning any of the information that you'll do in these training courses is success. So there absolutely is no failure. Now, this program is just for women, so I wanted to also share some resources that you can share with the men in your lives, or if you don't want to wait and you want to get started before the next program, you can jump onto these resources as well yourself at any time. So we have lots and lots of fantastic free training courses on our training/digital page. We also have lots of free live and on-demand training events as well. This is also where our Twitch training is hosted, and will be doing Twitch training for this particular program. But there's lots of different free events, and you can filter them by location, so it's in your time zone, or even language as well. And then finally, our ramp up guides. These are brilliant. These are so good for study and preparation. They have role-based guides like architect, developer, and then they also have specialty guides like networking or machine learning. So they're absolutely fantastic. And if you'll notice with all of those web links, they're all aws.amazon.com/training, and then they all spring off of that site. So all you have to remember is aws.amazon.com/training, and it will get you there. So next steps, register for the program if you haven't already. We will send out an email with all of the links to the Slack channel and instructions to join the program. It will be 1 to 2 weeks prior to the start date of the program. And like I said, feel free to get started on the training side if you want to do any type of intro sessions, and feel free to reach out and contact us on our email address, which is awscloudu@amazon.com. But that is subject to change. So there'll be a contact button on this Splash That page as well that you can reach out to. And most importantly, have fun. I will see you at the launch event. If you can't make the launch event due to your time zone, it will be recorded and it will be posted on the Slack channel. So do not despair. But huge thank you for watching this video. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, and stay safe, everyone. I look forward to seeing you soon.